You're listening to Braless Watch, where a mother and daughter team offer their own opinions on watching TV through a feminist lens.
I'm Beth, the mom.
And I'm Lily, the daughter.
Welcome to Braless Watch, where TV watching gets a whole new perspective. Clothing is optional. Hello.
Oh, hi. we both
We almost
did
did it at the same time.
it.
That's funny.
Because we never plan the high. We just
No,
go
we don't.
and see what happens.
Sometimes there's, 10 seconds of dead air right at the beginning.
I cut that out. It's fine.
I know.
But we just wait and stare at each other.
Right?
Oh.
I'm excited for today because I've seen the whole series.
Right. This is one of those that you've seen and I have not seen, this is an interesting one for you to have seen.
Yeah.
And then I haven't.
Yeah.
I
didn't realize I would get sucked in, and I did. And I'm not one for like coming of age type teen dramas either.
No, that's what turned me off. So I never watched it.
I mean, the writing is so good, which, Mindy Kaling, we can't go wrong with Mindy Kaling, really.
Right.
And I support her, so.
Right. So today we're talking about Never Have I Ever. We're talking about season 1, episode 4.
Right.
This is a munchie. So we're talking about an episode called Felt Super Indian.
Right.
It's got 3 dots in front of it because all of the episodes, except for the pilot, have 3 dots in front of it.
Right. It starts out with Never Have I Ever Felt So
Gotcha.
Indian. Yeah.
That's what the point is. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. To play
Yeah.
on words and sentencing.
Okay. This was an interesting episode. What was my feelings on it?
I don't know. I'm excited to hear what you think about it because I'm the one that picked this episode.
You did. You picked the show. You picked the episode.
And I think I did really well considering I've seen the whole thing. This really put it in a nutshell. Like, seriously put it in a nutshell. Yeah.
Okay. Because there was nothing in this episode that attracted me.
Oh my God.
The
Did it make you not want to watch?
Right. The niece character was kind of cool. Kind of, but she was mostly just dealing with her own choices. And then the mom character had some great lines.
Yes.
Of, don't waste a prayer on world peace.
Right, yes.
And also telling her daughter, it's okay, I'll stay here and kill myself. She's sitting there talking with the aunties.
Yeah.
I'll stay here and kill myself. It's fine.
Like I said, the writing is really good.
Those are the only 2 things. And
I think maybe one of the things that attracted me to the show was that once I got into the storyline and everything, there's a loss. The family is dealing with a loss.
Well, yeah, I did catch that.
Yeah.
They made that obvious. But again, I'm just like, okay. I get it. I'm sorry you went through that.
Right. It's a drama. It's a dramedy.
Yeah, and I can see that.
And it's very teen angst dramedy.
It's very teen based, and that's where I'm like, I don't care about any of the teen stuff. Let's follow the mom. She seems way more interesting.
Yeah. This is I was reading this is loosely based on Mindy Kaling's experience growing up as an Indian American. Mindy Kaling grew up in the East Coast, not on the West Coast, so this is set in California.
Yes, it's set in California, which I found really funny because they talked about that one white guy having a $1.8 million house in California, and I was like, nowadays that's not that high.
No, that's on the cheap side. Yeah,
that's for California. That's pretty good.
I was interested in how this aged, and how it is still relevant, but there are some pieces of it that are just not the same anymore.
Right.
The world has changed so much. And this just came out in the 2010s.
No, it was 2020.
2020. My goodness. See, this is only 6 years old.
But this season had to have been filmed in 2019. But yeah, it's only 6 years old.
It's amazing how truncated our experience is.
There really is a cutoff and a change that happened
Yeah.
in 2020 to 2021 and into 2022.
Mhm.
Those 2 years of 2020 to 2021 are weird, and then the after effects created a bunch of stuff. So yeah, I'm not surprised.
Then we have 2024 with the new administration.
Yeah, right.
It's just completely
we're just
changed.
weird. Everything's weird right now. It's not good. But the show, I did like what did I like?
Yeah, what did you like?
What did I like? I like I said, I liked the mom. She seemed it felt to me like she was a more interesting character than the main character, but I also don't care about teen shows.
That's very interesting considering our dynamic, right? That
Right?
you think I would be more interested in the mom, and it's kind of backwards. Like I'm
It
interested
is.
in the child's experience
I
and
don't
growing
care
up,
about
and
I don't
yeah,
Devi didn't she's in her I don't care about other people phase, which a lot of teenagers go through. I do
right.
too.
The whole scene
And
at the coffee shop
we'll get to the coffee shop scene.
was great.
We'll get to the coffee shop scene. But no, she also is being that rebellious teenager, which every teenager goes through. And every teenager does it in different ways. And the way that she's doing it is by pushing away her Indian heritage.
Mm-hmm.
Every teenager does it.
Yeah.
Which is kind of what that one guy who
like an older friend.
yeah. He was off to college and then he came back.
Right.
Yeah, that's kind of what he was saying, but
specifically for this celebration.
Right. But she's a teenager, and so she doesn't
she can't see the benefit in holding on to her heritage right now.
Right.
But like you said, this is a perfect time for her to be going through that identity shift, right? There's this evaluation you go through, and you go through this multiple times in your lifetime, where you go through an evaluation of your identity or identities, and that you just push away or dissolve what's not needed anymore.
Well, with teenagers specifically, they tend to push away things that their parents like.
Of course.
Which, since her mom is very, pushy on this piece, and we're gonna go to this and all of this,
right?
Yeah, of course she's gonna reject it because she's a teenager,
right? Of course, and there's cultural. I did write about this too in my notes of the cultural pressure to. Her mom's under a more enormous cultural pressure to show up to the event. Because if she had not gone to the event, it would have been even more talk. Then she goes to the event. I mean, there's going to be talk anyway.
They were talked about when she was there.
Yes, of course.
When she's not there. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
It's a no-win situation. And then she gets patronized and treated like an infant while she's there. The mom gets treated like an infant, and then Devi also feels like she's being treated like a small child. So, and then her mom says the enormously weighted words of "I'm so disappointed in you." It's
right,
and Devi, all she wanted to hear was "I am proud of you." Right, yeah. So they're all going through their own thing, especially the mom and the daughter. I don't remember the mom's name, but.
I think it starts with an N, and they only mentioned it once. I don't know. I watched the episode twice to make sure that I got everything.
Okay. Anyway, so yeah, I think it just speaks to the pressure that the parent is under, and the fact that she's having to do this alone. When in this particular culture, it's expected to have, parents that have stayed together. This intact family unit, that kind of thing. She got handed a short stick as far as as she's concerned in her own cultural adherence to that.
Well, so let's talk about the coffee shop scene now.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Are you Jasmine?
So that part was fine. I mean, it's a kid. She what is she? 8? That part was fine. It was let's have my daughter take a photograph with her so she can put it on her Instagram.
Right.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah. I wrote that microaggressions are throughout this whole episode. Like this just, even within her own culture, there's microaggression. Like it's just the whole day was all about microaggression piling. Like just keep coming.
Just keep it coming. That whole scene with the kid, and
it was a white kid. So I don't know if you noticed that. The mother was a white blonde.
Right.
Kid was a white blonde.
She wasn't blonde. Neither one of them were blonde.
Oh, I thought they were blonde.
Neither one of them were blonde.
My memory. puts them as blonde. I don't know why I remembered it as blonde. Anyway, they're white people in a
Mhm.
coffee shop,
But why?
right.
Why would you want to take a picture of someone like that with someone like that? They're not a celebrity or anything. I don't get it.
Well, and white
Even
people are going to see that as a microaggression. They're going to see that as a quote unquote
as a
compliment.
white person, I don't see that as a thing that you should do.
No,
Why?
you know what I would be asking? Ooh, do you know what kind of fabric that is? And look at this
Right.
embroidery. Is that hand embroidery?
Right. Talk about the actual outfit,
Right.
but also they mentioned that, oh, it's a kid. You should just take a picture with the kid. She's a kid.
Right.
You're talking to a kid. Leave her alone. Leave her alone.
Well, and Devi doesn't owe any explanation as to what she's wearing or why she's wearing it.
Right? Right?
Would you want a picture if she was in a tube top and cut off shorts?
Right? Like, I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense
Because
to
you want
me.
your child to take a picture with somebody with mocha skin? Like, I mean, I don't understand
What?
this.
I don't get it. It's just so frustrating.
And
There
I
are
don't
people
get
like
is
that. That's the other thing.
there are, and this is what I was about to say is I don't get it why white people think that anything other than themselves is special outside of that,
Yeah, I don't.
that criteria.
I don't know. I don't
So
get it.
white people stop doing that.
Right?
Either have true curiosity or walk away.
Right?
There's no reason to engage here. None of your damn business. Walk away.
So then you also have the other white guy in this episode.
Yes, that sort of. I don't know if you knew.
Ron.
Yeah, it connects.
Of course it does. The whole episode.
Because she's like, I'm not that special, and then she says something similar to him about, but I am that special.
Right.
Yeah.
But I should be special, but not because I'm Indian. Which the way that he phrased it. So I'm gonna say I think he's right, but the way that he phrased it is racist and not empathetic at all to her whole situation.
No.
I do think he is right.
Yeah,
in that
unfortunately, yes.
She should use this to kind of get ahead.
I mean, her story of adversity is commodity. It's up for grabs. It's something that can be sold.
And that's how you do it, unfortunately.
We live in a capitalist society. It makes sense.
Right. If you want to be noticed, you have to be different.
But in her culture, she's grown up where, measurements of your smarts, measurements of your intellect, your abilities, your skill set, all of that, that's what
sets her
apart.
Yeah,
and that's what sets her apart.
It doesn't set you apart when you're up against other people doing the exact same thing, trying to go to college.
Right.
It doesn't say. That's why
thousands of other students. Yeah.
Like I said, I think he's right. However, he's a dick about it. So
yes, he is.
I don't want to agree with him.
There was a quote from him that I wrote down. I can say this because I'm married to an Indian woman. ... I mean, I stopped listening after that.
The vibrant culture or whatever. I was like, are you serious?
Stopped listening after that because I was like, what?
Right.
Here's this white guy saying, because I'm married to an Indian woman, I can just blurt out these things.
Racist to Indians. That's not true. That's not true at all.
The mental gymnastics, man.
Yeah.
No. I like this show mainly for the writing, and the acting is really good. And I really like Mindy Kaling. So
right. So why did you pick this episode out of the whole show?
Because it encapsulates the show itself. Like, Devi's someone who turns on a dime. She's an impulsive teenager. She just flies off making these decisions, without really making too much of a concerted effort to think about them. So
gotcha.
And I wanted to also highlight Mindy Kaling. I mean, she's one Indian writers right now, female Indian writers for TV.
For comedy, maybe.
Yeah. So
I wouldn't say outside of comedy, but I can't confirm that. But
yeah, I can't say that this particular episode was funny, really, but it did encapsulate the spirit of the show itself.
Gotcha.
And what Mindy Kaling's trying to present.
Okay.
So
I don't know.
I felt it was relevant to the
Yeah, okay.
Our podcast.
It's relevant to the podcast, definitely. I don't. Starting off with, before I even get to my questions, I don't think I'll continue watching this.
Okay. That's fair. I've said that.
It's just not for me. I have to be in the right mood for a teenage drama, and this just
doesn't scratch your TV itch.
No. Like I said, if it was from the perspective of the mom or even the niece, I probably would be fine with it.
And who wasn't featured in this particular episode was the grandma. So you're going to love the whole matriarchal. The grandma's quite the spicy woman, let me just say.
See, that's what I'm saying. If it was from the perspective of the mom, I probably would watch it, but
it's female-led. The whole show is female-led. So it is from Debbie's perspective, right? Never have I ever. And the narrator happens to be someone that is a white male tennis pro, and there's a connection with that with her dad's death. And so in her head, this is the voice that comes through, and it's a way for her to stay.
That's why it's a random white guy doing the voiceover, because that was one of my questions.
Yeah.
Because it was kind of creepy.
Yeah, a little bit.
It's kind of creepy.
But it has to do with Devi and her dad and that relationship and how they used to watch him. They watched the whole finals and everything, and they were fans of this guy. And in Devi's head, that's who's narrating her life.
Gotcha. Because it was kind of weird walking in to this white guy talking about this teenage girl. That's creepy as shit.
It is. Yeah.
Not knowing anything about the show, that was creepy as hell.
And I think it speaks to Devi's American upbringing, like it hurt what she was connected to here in America.
Right.
I think it has something to do with that kind of comment there.
Gotcha.
If I ever got to meet Mindy Kaling, that would be one of the very first questions of, what the fuck, man? Why did you pick a white guy to narrate such a, immersive, culturally based
I don't
TV
really
show?
care that he's white. It's the fact that it's a man. That was the other problem.
Yeah.
That's what I was creeped out about and skeeved out about. I was like, why is he talking, an older man talking about teenage romance from the perspective of a young girl?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. But if you watch the whole series,
if you watch the show, it makes sense. Gotcha.
It does make sense in an emotional way, for sure.
Okay.
This is Devi's narrator in her head. Yeah.
Also, how old is she supposed to be?
She is a freshman in this particular.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it goes the whole 4 years, so it's freshman to senior.
Gotcha. So she's
senior year. Mm-hmm.
That explains why she's so young. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I was guessing about 13.
She's like 15.
To 15.
Yeah, she's like 15.
So she's probably 14. Yeah. Okay. The actress is a little older, definitely, but
yes, the actress did a phenomenal job.
Asking more about the character herself.
And I'm going to apologize now. I'm not going to say your name because I cannot. I'm very much a white person and not going to chew that up. So kudos to you on the.
We didn't practice those because that's what we normally do for the couch potatoes.
Yes, we do. We go over it for like 10 minutes, making sure I can say these things.
And we also look it up on YouTube to make sure it's exactly right.
Right.
So this is not a couch potato. This is a munchie. So we don't have to do any of that.
No. What were your other questions?
Those were the main two. Was why the male voiceover?
Yeah.
And how old is she supposed to be?
Can I bring up something else that was highlighted, but it was like sort of a side jaunt?
Sure.
And that is the niece, right?
Mm-hmm.
Kamala.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't want to get married, or thinks she doesn't want to get married, especially at this particular.
She doesn't want to get married, at least to that guy.
Right. And she kind of gets called out by the spiritual leader. And
she does.
She's like, how did he know? She's just trying to hide this because it is highly, highly not something you do in this culture.
Right. Once
you
you're
are meant
engaged,
to get
you
married.
get married. Yeah.
Once you're of marrying age, yes. And what's interesting to me in particular,
she's a doctorate, so she's
right. She's going for her doctorate, and she's highly educated. That's what I was about to say. Is that they don't mind women being highly educated, but you are still expected to get married and have children.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of if anything, it's really hard to run the line there on fulfilling it all, right? And the mom does get into this in the episodes, as the story
I
goes
bet.
on, how difficult it is to ride that line, and then even more difficult to lose your partner in
Right.
the time period where you're supposed to be raising your child. So yeah, it goes into all of that. It's really cool TV show. I think that's why I got into it, which I'm not big on dramas, so I don't know why this one attracted to me.
I think
But
you were attracted more to the family dynamics
probably.
rather than the other shit, which is
Oh yeah, no, I
her
didn't
whole
care about the
school
teacher,
life and
the school stuff, which is very
which
dramatic.
feels like that's going to be the main focus, which is another reason why I'm like, I don't care.
It is primary, yes. There, but the secondary and third stories or tertiary stories are, yeah, they're good too.
Oh,
Like the
of course they
grandma
are.
and the mom.
I bet
and,
they are.
Yeah,
It's just you have to be able to get past the first story, otherwise you're not going to be able to watch it. And I don't know if I can get myself past that first one.
I think the other thing I like about it is the moms and the grandma and the whole matriarchal line. And, it's something I didn't experience. So I was like, how do other people do it? So
Right.
it's just, it can speak to that. And I know this is TV and not all of it's true and all that crap, but it was nice to watch each of them have their back.
You're crying again.
I know, because I didn't get that. But, to watch them stand up for each other and to, take each other's back in the whole of the series, it was really cool.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah. I mean, I get that. Like I said, I have to be in the right mood for this kind of show.
Yeah, and it was interesting to watch, I can't remember her name either, the mom say, "I'm so disappointed in you," in the time when Devi really needed the opposite of that. But you have to think of where she was coming from and where she was sitting.
Right, and she also
didn't
hear Devi's side of the
No,
story.
right.
She
just
only
took it, yeah.
She had already been bombarded with all the other opinions
Yes.
before Devi had even gotten back to her.
Yeah, so Devi was the easiest to target to lash out at.
Well, and she was right there.
Yeah, she was right there. So it all gets mended.
And she said in that moment, we are on the edge of the outcasts. We are so close to being outcasts, which is the reason why they didn't sit with that other lady and all that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So
it's very layered in the other ring, and I did mention that too in my notes about the level of judgment and oppression and the aunties and all of that, and just this. It's really hard to be complete in their eyes, in the judgment eyes. So, and it's hard to take that when you've been bombarded by your community culture.
Right.
So, and I mean, I'm kind of on Debbie's side. Like, why do we even have to go? And why do I have to wear this? Why can't I just wear my jeans and, shirt?
I have to say the saris were pretty.
They're beautiful. Yeah. And the other thing I loved about this episode and why I thought it was good is that we got to watch her get dressed. Then we got to watch them pray and how the mark on their head gets marked on their forehead. And,
they prayed to Ganesh.
Yeah. I just think it's cool. It's a cool, learning
it is
moment.
Representation.
Yeah. Representation.
Especially for the rest of the world.
Yeah. So anyway, I just thought it was beautiful and a nice introduction, and it is a nutshell type episode. So
Gotcha.
Any other questions?
No. Did you have any more comments about this show?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Beth checks notes.
Beth always needs to check notes because Beth forgets things. We get to stop recording, and then she goes, "Oh, I meant to say."
Right? Yeah. 2 days later, shit.
I meant to say this on the podcast. Why didn't you?
Right? Because
we've slept since then. We're not recording now.
No.
Okay.
No, I've said everything I wanted to say. So
okay. It's not a bad show. I don't think it's a bad show. I don't think I'm in a right place in my life or in my mental state to watch a teen drama.
Yeah. That's fair. That's
or
very
care
fair.
about a teen drama.
Yeah.
So.
Very fair.
All right. Audience, go be amazing.
Have some compassion out there. That's the best currency we've got right now.
Go love yourself.
And others.
And others. And you'll hear us next time.
Stop the microaggressions, white people. Come on. That's so like 19...
So it's so 1980s. It's at least 1980s. Stop being old, basically.
Right?
Stop being a boomer. Can we say that?
That might get some ignition going.
Okay, well, that's fine. People can hate us. I don't care.
All right. That is the overall message for today is you do you, boo. As long as you're not harming others and harming yourself, go for it.
All right. Bye, audience.
All right. Thanks, everyone.